Be a time where you ain't see me without Tank, or you ain't see Tank without me. But what happened was, well, I think what happened was, he just like, damn, bro. I feel like he look up to me so much. It's like I let him down because he know, because he's somebody that really know like what I can do and how good I am.
Cards, judge at the ringside. Eric Marlinski scores about 115 to 113 in favor of Gervonta Davis. Judges Steve Weisfeld and Glenn Feldman both scored about 114 to 114, even a draw. The decision is a majority draw.
Adrien Broner wasn't part of Jaron Boots and his training camp for his fight against Lamont Roach, but he had plenty to say. While his comments weren't aimed at Tank Davis, whom he calls his little brother, Broner shared some harsh truths. He noted that Tank has become more weary over the years, which may have contributed to this unexpected retirement announcement in December.
Like right now, me and Tank, like, it's weird because he love me to death, you know I love him to death, but we don't talk every day how we used to, nigga.
Adrien Broner claimed that Tank Davis' fight against Frank Martin showed signs of wariness that were never there before. He acknowledged Tank's impressive career, suggesting that whatever issues he faces now are justified, whether it's age or the responsibilities of fatherhood. Broner made a bold statement, saying he scored Tank as the winner in the fight against Lamont Roach. He further argued that Roach didn't do enough to take the win from Tank, defending his belief that Davis deserved the victory, despite any doubts or criticisms surrounding the match. This is just the latest in a long history of Tank Davis not taking his boxing career as seriously as he should. Before his fight against Francisco Fonseca nearly 8 years ago, which co-headlined the Floyd Mayweather versus Conor McGregor card, Davis missed the grand arrivals during fight week. He repeated this behavior ahead of last year's clash against Frank Martin, where he also struggled with making weight for the Fonseca fight. These instances highlight his ongoing issues with professionalism in the sport.
You won't get too much on paper, but shit, I damn sure thought I had it. Especially when they announced the score for him, I was like, oh, they gonna give me a split decision.
Tank Davis has faced legal troubles, including a 44-day incarceration in 2023 after violating the terms of his house arrest, and was sentenced to 3 years of probation in May 2023. Despite these issues, Davis is an exceptionally talented boxer, known for his unprecedented punching power given his height and weight. Recently, he hinted at the possibility of retirement, raising questions about his future in the sport. Now, Davis needs to decide if he's willing to fully commit to his career, both inside and outside the ring, to maintain his undefeated record and status as one of the biggest names in boxing. Before considering a rematch with Lamont Roach, Davis needs a dominant victory over Roach to solidify his place as a top American boxer.
I was like, oh yeah, oh shit, here it goes. But as soon as I heard that 114, I was just like, damn, all right, it's over with.
Many believe that Lamont Roach Jr. and his team have a strong case to get the call overturned if they appeal, and they are already in the process of doing so. Roach Jr. has teased the potential outcome of this appeal on social media, particularly highlighting the knockdown incident and what it could mean for the fight's final result. On March 5th, Roach Jr. posted a series of messages, starting with, "We all tweaking if I'll think Buddy was off or had an off night. That stuff is just different there with me. I told y'all from the start, just because I feel like I won, y'all acting like I said he was easy work or something. The knockdown gives me a UD." He then added, "I did take care of that in the ring, literally. You're about to make me get on you with this bias. I know you're people's, but leave it be. I ain't suing anybody. I'm getting a clear knockdown situated that they robbed me of. Get it right, guy. Report that.
So, yeah, man, it's just crazy. I ain't gonna lie. It's okay. We gonna run it back. It's okay.
When someone suggested that overturning the knockdown would mean Lamont Roach Jr. won a split decision instead of a unanimous one, Roach Jr. responded, pointing out that the judge who scored the fight for Tank Davis had given him that round. He'd argued, if the knockdown counts 10-8 my way, that's a 3-point swing, so I would have won that card too. Go back to your casual. Roach Jr. is correct that overturning the knockdown would earn him a unanimous decision, not a split decision, but he would be happy with either result. The major takeaway from the fight wasn't that Tank Davis was exposed or performed poorly, but that Roach fought brilliantly. He displayed the right combination of talent and strategy, proving to be a challenging opponent for Davis and showing that he could give him serious trouble in the ring.
Think about what happened in the 9th round. How frustrated are you that that wasn't counted as a knockdown?
Man.
That's not to say Tank Davis doesn't deserve criticism for his performance. Many have pointed out his tendency to start slow and be overly economical with his punches, which nearly cost him the fight. Depending on how you view his performance, it may even have earned him a draw on his record. His behavior in the 9th round, when he mistakenly thought he could call a timeout by taking a knee, and his assumption that it was acceptable to ask his corner for towel grease, is also deserving of endless criticism. However, Lamont Roach Jr. deserves more credit than Davis deserves criticism. Roach faced an elite counterpuncher in Davis and out-countered him. He answered nearly every Davis left hook with a right hand, never biting on Tank's traps and feints. Roach showed great patience, setting his own traps while effectively neutralizing Davis' offense throughout the fight.
Honestly, I thought I should have won without that being counted a knockdown. Look, I ain't the ref. I ain't really, you know what I'm saying? Like, if he had to...
When Lamont Roach Jr. traded punches with Tank Davis, he did so just long enough to show he meant business before quickly getting out of the exchange. His ability to avoid prolonged trading demonstrated his tactical awareness. Roach must have an incredible chin, as despite his defense, anticipation, and counterpunching limiting clean shots, he still took a few hard hits to the jaw. Despite this, he stood strong and was there to hear the scores read, something Tank's opponents typically don't do. Davis entered as the betting favorite, with many in boxing dismissing the fight as a mismatch. However, there were knowledgeable observers who saw Roach as a competitive challenger. Still, very few predicted that Roach would be the one to threaten Tank's perfect record.
He had the white shirt out his eye, but the rules do state if you voluntarily take a knee, then that's an automatic 8 count. But it is what it is. I wasn't relying on that. I was relying on what I was doing. I think I was taking control. I think I was landing more shots. I think I was landing more power shots. And I thought I was doing my thing. So I'm not really that frustrated about that.
The outcome serves as a lesson for superstars to take the biggest fights when they can, as sometimes the seemingly easy bout ends up being the one that hurts you. However, any damage to Davis' reputation can be quickly repaired. All he needs to do is sign for an immediate rematch with Roach and secure a win next time. At the post-fight press conference, Davis hinted at a bigger fight coming first, with some speculating it could be a match against Shakur Stevenson. For the sake of argument, let's say that's what Team Davis has in mind. Unfortunately, that fight just lost much of its luster after Davis' recent performance.
But if that was kind of a knockdown, I would win the majority decision.
Yeah, Lamont, this is Matt from Brunch Boxing. What explanation, if any, were you given about why that particular sequence was not properly called a knockdown?
A fight like Tank Davis versus Shakur Stevenson, billed as potentially determining the best American boxer under 30, loses its appeal if one of them comes off a fight most people believe he deserved to lose as the favorite. Davis needs the Roach rematch, even though winning won't be easy, to maximize interest in future fights against Stevenson and other top-tier opponents. A draw on Davis' record isn't a massive blow to his marketability. but the perception that he was second best in his most recent fight is. To restore his standing, Davis needs to replace that feeling with a more recent victory, where he proves he's still at the top of his game.
I don't know, did y'all see me in the ring tell him to keep counting? he started counting. I was like, why you stop? Like, keep counting. But I honestly don't know. I don't know. But
from Roach. And there's a left uppercut that lands for Roach. Davis sticks to the body. Oh, and that right. But Davis took off some of the steam of the punch, but still, Roach leaned with it. He took a knee. He took a knee.
Take a knee like that. I look like a knockout. All right?
That's a generous call from Roach. Did he not take a knee? He took him out. He took him out. That's right. Oh,
Davis versus Roach needs to happen, and it needs to happen next. The rematch should take place in a location where both Davis's Baltimore fans and Roach's DC fans can come together to create the most dynamic atmosphere possible. It should also be a venue where New York's Willis, usually a fine referee, won't be on the commission shortlist. As for Tank Davis, the star who once shone brightly and was hailed as the next big thing after Floyd Mayweather, he now faces the overwhelming task of battling his inner demons and recovering from a position he's never been in before. Davis has always been a dominant force, but now he must confront new challenges in his career and personal life. One positive aspect of his life has been his relationship with Adrien Broner. The two became close while training under Floyd Mayweather, and their bond has only grown stronger. In fact, Davis recently played a key role in helping Broner get back on track after a long hiatus from the sport. Just before Broner's comeback fight against Blair Cobbs, Davis reached out to him, inviting him to join his training camp. In an Instagram post, Broner expressed his heartfelt gratitude, recounting a difficult period marked by binge drinking and struggles. But everything changed when Tank called. "I got a call from my baby bro Tank, and he told me to come do camp with him. And I've been on track ever since," Broner said. "He's been pushing me every day. So, with that being said, I just want to thank you, Tank. Let's get what a guy deserves out of this boxing stuff and laugh together on an island at the end."
Tank put me like, yo, I need some help with this. You know what I'm saying? The AB came to me, and the great thing that I loved about the whole situation, all the stuff AB went through, he was respectful. You know what I'm saying? He showed up, he did, Champ, I look, you're on my protocol now, and the results that he's seen, he in a good space. You know what I'm saying? We thought it was his hand hurt, but it was his elbow.
From the look of things, many could argue that Adrien Broner's absence may have played a role in any bad luck Tank Davis experienced. Broner was present during Davis' training camp for his fight against Frank Martin, where Tank scored a brutal 8th-round knockout. However, the weekend before Davis' fight, Broner was thoroughly embarrassed by Blair Cobbs. Reflecting on the training camp, a reporter asked Tank's coach about Broner's involvement, and he responded, "My thoughts are that he's doing what we need him to do. I'm seeing the transition. I'm seeing a glimpse of what I used to watch when he was on TV and stuff." Coach Ford's comment highlighted the positive impact Broner had during that camp, and it seemed his presence played a key role in Davis' success.
But I also know one thing, being too confident will get you killed. And I also know that about you.
How did you know you had trouble with the law? How did you find that out?
Shh. Nah, we ain't here for that.
Okay, but you have connections everywhere.
Hey, see, everybody thought he was gone, see?
Do you think he met Chapo? Do you think he met Chapo?
I mean, I ain't worried about that. What up, Chapo?
According to the trainer, nearly everyone had given up on him. But the fact remains that he never disappeared. He's still here, the trainer said, and he has a mission that's not yet complete. This opportunity that Tank gave him allows him to show the world that he never left.
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Does he look like Tank?
No.
Nah.
I'm about to get out of here.
Me too.
All right. So, message to your fans, Adrien. What do you tell people who love you and support you?
Support me, follow me, and I'll fight for y'all. You already know. AB, Adrien Broner, always bottom.
Do you know which stars are coming yet?
Huh?
Which celebrities are coming today to the fight?
Man, it's Miami. You know.
Everybody.
Everybody coming. And the off season, if you ain't in the playoffs,
everybody go to Miami. You never know who you might see.
A reporter asked if Davis and Broner were happy collaborating in camp. Davis replied that he could see himself paying back all the favors and help he received from Broner. He emphasized that their roles had changed over time, reflecting how their dynamic has evolved since they first worked together.
Do you think you met Chapo?
I mean, I ain't worried about him. What up, Chapo?
The roles have shifted. It's now Tank as the big brother and Broner as the little brother, but they are equal in many ways, showing mutual respect for each other's journey. Despite a smile, Broner seemed to carry a heavy heart as he reflected on his past struggles, recognizing that Coach Mike's guidance was a major factor in bringing him to Davis. "Coach Mike is everything to me," Broner said. "I promised myself before I hung the gloves up that I would become a world champion again, for Coach Mike and for myself. That's the goal." At 34, Broner is often remembered for his out-of-ring troubles, including a 2016 arrest for robbery at a bowling alley and his documented battles with alcohol. But he is determined to overcome those challenges.
Mike Stafford kind of like very emotional. No, just in depth, like just point of just posting that. Was that just to kind of reflect on how much he meant to you leading into this fight?
Man, Coach Mike is everything to me. I promised myself before I held the gloves up, I gotta become world champion for Coach Mike and for myself. That's the goal for sure.
Broner hasn't had a world-class win since 2017, when he earned a split decision victory over Adrien Granados. Once viewed as a Hall of Fame caliber fighter, Broner has since become a cautionary tale for young boxers. Reflecting on his career, he discussed the importance of winning a world title at this stage and how much being a champion has meant to him over the years, something he feels the public may not fully understand. "Honestly, all of my world titles are special to me," Broner said. "All my life, all I ever wanted to do was become a world champion. Every time I won one, I cried tears. I'm pretty sure I'll do the same when I win the next one."
I'm just ready for the bell to ring and for my opponent to beat across. Shit, that's like a red card right there. Nah, man, I feel good, man. Training has been going great, and I'm ready to put on a great performance.
Just talk sometimes you relocated to Vegas in camp with Ted, and obviously you camp with Coach Calvin. Talk to us about the experience, getting ready alongside others.
Broner's fight with Cobbs at 34 is seen as a last stand of sorts. He's no longer the youthful title holder who helped shape the newly established premier boxing champions nearly a decade ago. Having fought only twice in the past 5 years, Broner needs a strong performance to justify his stardom. During his media workout, he reflected on his tough journey in the sport, acknowledging how brutal boxing can be. "Boxing can eat you up and spit you out, then move on to the next," Broner said. "When your career is done, they'll look for the next upcoming boxer. So I always try to tell everybody, just do what's best for you."
Broner, just talk sometimes you relocated to Vegas in camp with Ted, and obviously you camp with Coach Calvin. Talk to us about the experience, getting ready alongside others.
It's just like being at home, being back with my blood brother. They feel good. Being along the side of the train together, we both get ready for a fight.
Adrien Broner has had a successful boxing career with a record of 34 wins and 4 losses. Eventually, he retired to focus on his mental health before making a comeback. Addressing his struggles, Broner opened up by releasing an apology letter to several of his friends, which went viral on the internet. Figuring out his mental health has been a challenging task, but Broner's honesty and willingness to address it have sparked a lot of public attention.